Hi, my name is Parry. I'm an attorney with Lawyers Plus. Today I'm going to talk to you about what you should do if you've been in a car accident. Now, no one plans on getting a car accident, and we all hope we never get in an accident, but unfortunately sometimes misfortune befalls us and we end up in an accident. Now hopefully if you are in an accident, it's not your fault, but either way, there are some precautions you should take if you do find yourself in that unfortunate circumstance. The first thing you need to remember is safety comes first. If you or someone you're with or someone in the other vehicle are injured, get medical treatment immediately. Call 911. Render first aid if you feel comfortable. Nevada does have a Good Samaritan law, so if you do render first aid, you are protected from liability as long as you do not render it in a grossly negligent manner. So make sure safety is accounted for first. Pull your car out of onrushing traffic if that's what it takes. So consider safety first. Once you've made sure that safety is taken care of or there are no life-threatening injuries, you'll want to call the police. You've probably all heard that Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department no longer responds to non-injury motor vehicle accidents. That is largely true. However, you should still call the police. Make them turn you down. And in some circumstances, they may come anyway, or the Nevada Highway Patrol may respond, or if it's in Henderson, the Henderson Police Department may respond. So don't not call the police. Call the police, and if they're not going to come, they're not going to come, but if they do come, they'll be able to document the accident in a way that will preserve some of the evidence. If they do not come, and even if they do, you should plan on preserving evidence yourself. Now, your phone is going to be your best friend. Almost everyone has a phone now that's capable of taking photographs and or videos and or voice recordings. So document the scene. Take photographs of the damage to your vehicle. Take photographs of the other vehicle. Take wide-angle photographs of the entire scene of the accident so that you can get a context of what car is where. If there are skid marks, take photographs of those. If there are visible injuries, take photographs. Take a photograph of the other driver, the passengers in the other car, so if identification becomes a problem later, you'll have a picture. Take photos of the license plate. Take photos of everything you can imagine from every angle you can imagine so that you can preserve this evidence. Consider recording a conversation with the other side. If you're out in the open, you're probably okay recording a conversation without getting their consent. But to be safe, just let them know, hey, can you please tell me in your own words what happened to the accident? It is unfortunately a common occurrence that someone will admit fault at the scene and then later deny fault, and then we have a he said, she said problem. But if you have gotten a recording of what they've said, them admitting fault of what happened, then we've preserved that evidence and they can't very easily recant. Once you've gathered all the information and evidence that you need, make sure also that you get their insurance information. You're going to exchange insurance information so that you can contact, or you can have an attorney on your behalf, contact their insurance company so that if they were at fault, you can make a claim. You don't want to have to pay for damages that were caused by someone else, and that's what insurance is for. So at that point, you're going to want to make sure that you don't have non-life-threatening injuries. It is very common after a car accident for you to feel like you do not have any injuries, but the next day or the day after that, you start feeling the soreness because the adrenaline's worn off, the injuries start to swell, and so pain starts to surface. You're going to want to seek treatment. You can seek treatment from your family physician first. You could seek treatment from a trusted treatment provider. Get on Yelp. You can go see an attorney. A lot of times attorneys know good doctors, but you need to make sure that you are treated because you do not want to wait too long because insurance companies will try and take advantage if there is some gap in treatment or if you waited too long to treat. They'll want to deny payment alleging that you weren't hurt that bad if you didn't go to the doctor. So if you are experiencing any symptoms or pain, make sure that you get that looked at. And then call your own insurance adjuster. Make sure that your insurance knows what happened, give them your story of what happened, and make sure that they're aware that the other party was involved and that they have the other party's insurance information. And then speak to an attorney. Not all cases require an attorney. It's not always the best idea to hire an attorney, but if you consult with an attorney, the attorney can tell you whether this is the type of case that would benefit from attorney or whether this is the type of case that you could handle on your own. But part of the advantage of getting an attorney is, well, number one, most personal injury attorneys represent you on a contingency basis, which means you're not actually paying for the attorney. The opposing party's insurance is paying for the attorney. Additionally, the attorney takes a lot of the hassle and guesswork out of it. Because you don't regularly get into accidents, you don't regularly deal with insurance adjusters or different doctors, you can let your attorney worry about that for you. He or she will be the one who has all the conversations with the adjuster, who is making sure that the doctors are going to get paid, and is coordinating with you, with your doctors, and with the insurance adjuster to make sure that you are compensated for the losses caused by another party's negligence. Safety first, gather information, speak to your insurance and their insurance making a claim, get the treatment you require, and speak to an attorney.
Lawyers Plus, we earn your trust.
Do you need to speak with a lawyer? If so, call one you'll actually like.